Excuse me, how much you bench?
About 250.
Hey guys, what's up? It's been a little bit of time since I did a voiceover commentary with some lifting footage in the background, but Nicholas is currently having a nap, so I'm editing a video, and while I do that, I'm going to take the opportunity to talk a little bit about a certain subject I had in mind. This past training blocks, the last 6 weeks, has been arguably one of the hardest training blocks, and not necessarily for the reason that you might think. Now, normally training blocks are really hard is when you don't pick numbers that are within your wheelhouse, or you're just not sleeping, you're not eating. But this is something that we can't control, and that is the weather. That's right, the weather. So that's a bit of an interesting topic, and I don't really know if anybody actually talks about it, but I'm going to. So I'm going to share with you guys some of my thoughts on how we've been able to perform while under certain strenuous conditions. Now, as some of you may or may not know, here in Toronto, the weather has been incredibly warm. Normally it's 30 degrees, 33 degrees, somewhere in there, and then you add anywhere from 6 to 8 to 9 degrees of humidity depending on the day. So today we went to the gym, and it was about 40 degrees, maybe 41 degrees if you include the humidity, and it was very, very, very wet. As you can see some of the footage later in the video, you can definitely see that my shirt was thoroughly soaked. I believe it's the most I've ever sweat doing any sports, bar none. So a little bit about how we're getting around this incredible amount of heat and sweating during our workouts. First and foremost, daily bananas. We've been eating daily bananas for the last 6 weeks, and furthermore, we've been doing that for a longer period of time, and the consistency is allowing us to ingest a lot of potassium, which is definitely helping with our performance. Additionally, we are working very hard on mobility. We got a rumble roller for the birthday, thanks to Rob. Shout out to you, bud. Much love. We have been using that extensively in our off time and off days to ensure that we are mobile, our hips are moving correctly, and we are not going to the gym knotted and all tight. On top of that, we are drinking a lot of water, more than one time a day. I'm consciously reminding myself that I need to drink extra water. So normally I try to drink 4 liters, and on some days I am trying to get upwards of 5, maybe even more. So because I know when I do go to the gym, I will sweat out a great deal of it, and if I'm operating at a water deficiency to start with, then I'm obviously going to be suffering performance issues. So I'm really trying to start. I start in the morning predominantly, very early. Usually for breakfast I have some milk, which I enjoy, and then right afterwards I start drinking a lot of water. You gotta start early, and you gotta do it frequently, right? And another option, another component to the success that we're experiencing, despite the fact that it's hot, is that we are getting enough sleep on a regular basis. When it's really, really warm, honestly, regardless if you do, the sleeping is, for me particularly, as well as Nicholas, is not always the best. We have been going to bed earlier. We've been trying to get naps in when we can, especially on weekends, as Nicholas is doing right now, and it is certainly helping us. A little extra water and a little extra sleep here and there is certainly making the difference. Additionally, we've been starting to increase our salt intake. We watched a video by Stan Efferding. I'll link that in the description. It was very informative, made a lot of sense, and we've been upping the amount of salt that we've been eating. Nothing terribly crazy, I don't think. Maybe a couple 100 extra milligrams in a meal over the course of a day might add, a couple extra grams of salt to our diet, and that is certainly helping us out. We've also started drinking a fruit punch powder. We just went to the store and grabbed like the cheapest one you could find, and we mixed it in with our water and we shake it up just for simple, easy acting carbs during the workout. And that is allowing us to maintain high energy levels, especially when we're at the gym for 2 hours, 2.5. The last thing that I'd like to say about how we're able to not cramp and get through these long workouts in very hot and humid weather conditions is we take our time. Certainly we can move faster. Certainly we could be, we letting those weights jangle when we come up, but we are definitely trying to take our time and not cramp while we're doing our workout. Anyway, guys, thank you so very much for watching this. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.